Hi everyone, my name is Holly. In today's video, I have a book outlet unboxing to share with you. Yes, I've done it again. I bought more books that I don't need, but I desperately want, because that's the bookworm life and I am not changing at all. So let's open this boy up. Oh, that sounds a little bit morbid. Sorry. Ooh. Alright, so here's what the inside looks like, and let me explain myself first. So this video is not being sponsored whatsoever. I just genuinely love Book Outlet. I order from their site all the time. It's an amazing website to buy books that are really cheap. In fact, they've been getting a lot of new releases in lately, and this is the reason for my order. I was on there and I saw Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, and that is a new book that has been being hyped up lately, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get it. And then I saw that they only had 10 copies left, and I immediately put it in my cart and placed my order because I needed to get that book immediately. And guess what? I snagged it, so I am very happy about this. So let's go ahead and start with that book. We have Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor, and this is the author who wrote the Daughter of Smoke and Bone series, which I very much loved. I read it last year, so I knew that I needed to pick up her new fantasy series, and this is it. Isn't it beautiful? Even the naked hardback looks stunning, and Book Outlet was selling this for like $6. Oh, such a steal. Laini Taylor's ability to weave beautiful stories and intricate worlds is pure magic. Strange the Dreamer introduces us to the city of Weep, a city that has been cursed by tragedy and has lost its true nature. This is a story of a boy called Laszlo Strange who lives in a library, and of a beautiful blue-skinned girl who is known as the Muse of Nightmares. I really don't want to say anything more than that because I know going into this book I want to know nothing and I want you guys to know nothing, because that is the best way to read a book, and I can't wait to get into this one. This is a duology and the next one comes out next year, so it will be super easy to read and I can't wait. The next book I have is The Queen of Blood by Sarah Durst. This is an adult epic fantasy book, and that has me really excited because I read a lot of young adult, so an adult epic fantasy just sounds so magical. The main character of the story is named Delena, and she was raised in a very small forest village, which is far from the capital and far from the queen. One day, the spirits, who are creatures that want to rid of all humans, attack. And it's only because Delena, who has the power to control them, that her family ends up surviving. When Delena gets a little bit older, she ends up going to the academy to train to use her powers to control the spirits in hopes that she ends up becoming the heir, or even possibly the queen. Sounds awesome, sounds really adventurous, and I can't wait to read it. The next book I have pulled out of the box is The Edge of Everything by Jeff Giles. When this book came out in January, I believe, I was hearing about it everywhere, and all of a sudden it just kind of fell off the earth, and I have not heard a single thing about it ever since. And when I saw it on Book Outlet for dirt cheap, I immediately knew that I had to have it, and now I do, and it is even more glorious in person because not only is the cover kind of interesting, it also has this. It says, "One more soul." How cool is that? It actually has words on the spine. Super, super unique, and I love it. This is a fantasy slash contemporary blend with a male main character coming from the lowlands to hunt evil souls, and a female main character who ends up being saved by this bounty hunter. It has two people with two completely different lives who end up meeting each other and falling in love, and their worlds and lives become intertwined in unexpected ways. I have heard that this story has a Romeo and Juliet feeling, which has me a little scared because we all know how that ended, and it has me really curious on how this book will end, hopefully in a better way than that one did. The next book I have is Weekpapi Midnight by April Tucholk. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. So this book follows 3 main characters, and each of them narrate their own story. Wink is one of the Bell kids who is viewed as kind of an oddball. She gets lost in books and adventures and fairy tales. Wink lives on a farm that one of the characters, Midnight, ends up moving next to. The second character is Poppy, and she is that girl. She is a very cruel and calculated bully who is a leader of her small group that everyone calls the Yellows. She is beautiful and spoiled and is used to getting whatever she wants. And then there's Midnight, who is a lonely boy who gets caught in between these 3 relationships. So I know this kind of sounds like a love triangle, but I have heard that this book is so messed up and weird and mysterious, and that the author's writing makes this even more eerie, and that just has me so excited to read it. I love my dark books, so I can't wait to go into this one. And the final book I have here is Starfall by Melissa Landers, and this is the second book to Starflight. So this is a young adult science fiction book, and all I really know about it is space pirates. Space pirates is all I need to know to go into a science fiction book, and this cover is so pretty. It is really reflective in person, and the other one is kind of like that too. Here's the first one, by the way. So they match very, very well together, but I really can't wait to go into this series. I am not the biggest science fiction reader, but when covers look like this, I'll take my chance. So that was my book outlet unboxing. I really hope you enjoyed. Give this video a big thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to subscribe, and until we meet again, happy reading.